What is up, Hilljack Nation? Things have changed slightly since you saw me last. I took a day off hunting yesterday, Sunday, to go home and see my wife and other dogs. Daisy and I are back up here, and now I have on a Tidewee heated vest. No, I'm not sponsored by Tidewee, but when it drops from, 60 degrees the first day I was here to a high of 32 today, yeah, things change. So there's also snow on the ground, which you will see in a minute. But yeah, we're getting bundled up and gonna head out to a stand here on a little food plot that it's the best food plot that came in this year, and it's got snow on it right now, so hopefully that brings the deer and we'll have some luck. But anyway, yeah, let's go. I love it. I love this time of year. All right, I got my hunting stuff and headed out the door. And look at that winter wonderland, guys. Gray skies. It's been snowing. I don't know, half inch on the ground maybe. I'm gonna walk over here to the little food plot we got behind Grandma's old barn, and hopefully have some luck. It's just absolutely gorgeous out here. And man, driving here today, it was snowing. I stayed the night last night at the house with my wife and dogs. Drove up this morning to check traps. You'll see that in a different video. But just blowing snow through all the colored leaves. It was gorgeous. But anyway, now we're headed over there to that barn, if you can see it. And gonna see if we can come across a white-tailed deer. Alright guys, you saw me in this food plot the other day. I checked the cameras before I left Sunday morning, and they are still in here awful heavy at nocturnal night. So we're hoping maybe this cold gets them up early and they get up here and feed. There's one nice, looks like an 8-pointer hanging out over here, plus does and fawns. So we're just hopeful we pick the right spot tonight. You just never know. Okay guys, sitting here at this food plot. It's always important during bow season to know what your yardage is, what you might have to shoot. I'm on a very small food plot that came up really good. So I used my Tidewee rangefinder right there, and I just figure out before I have to worry about it, how far do I have to shoot? And if I shoot the edge of the food plot there, it's 16 yards. Edge of the food plot there, 16 yards. Edge of the food plot out that way, about 18 yards. So now I know I don't have to look at this thing again. I know that I can shoot everything in this food plot with my top pin. And guys, I do that for everything. I do that if I'm out in an open field. I find spots. I'm comfortable. Easy shot out to 30. I shot my doe the other day. She was about 30, 35. I'm comfortable out to there. After that, it better be a monster buck for me to start shooting at a 50-yard shot. So I just figure out what my shots are. Okay, here's 30, here's 30, here's 30, here's 30. And now I know. If it doesn't come in that circle, it better have huge antlers. And if it does have huge antlers, what's my range? And so then I go, okay, there's 50. I'm not shooting past that. Now my scope on my crossbow, it's got a 20-yard pin, top pin, like most bows. And it has 30, 40, 50. I don't like that 40 and 50. It gets smaller the farther away. It's harder to tell. So I usually go the top pin or the 30. And after that, it's a wing and a prayer, and I better be shooting at something really, really nice to even worry about that. I'm not shooting a doe at 50, 60 yards. So anyway, that's my tip. I know on TV, for the drama and everything, you got them sitting there with their bow in their hands, shooting a yardage on the buck every 2 steps he takes. And I guess that looks good for TV. But you ain't always got that kind of time. You ain't always got that kind of time. Sometimes they come walking through and they don't stop, and you got to stop them now and know where you're shooting. So that's my tip to you guys. Don't worry about what they do on TV. Yes, they kill nice bucks. Yes, they have good tips for killing nice bucks, but you ain't got to range them every step as they're walking to you. Know your ranges before you take the shots, before you're even ready to take the shot. And now I've got my ranges. It's not even probably 2 o'clock right now. I've got 3 hours till dark, and we're going to sit here and see if anything wants to come eat. Yeah, I don't know if it shows up in the camera or not, but it has started snowing again. This is awesome. I absolutely love hunting in the snow. And you sure don't expect it this early in Indiana. So it's nice that this is coming down, even though it's going to be 70 degrees on the weekend. Starting out on Monday with a snow. That's pretty cool. I can handle that. Alright guys, there's a squirrel going ape shit over here. It don't always mean anything. Sometimes it means something's coming. So we're going to pay attention and see if the coyote or a deer comes out here. I would gladly shoot either one. Already seen that he's sitting on that. Look at the snow. There's that little corner. It just took off again. That's now twice I've seen it. We're down to about an hour, and snow has stopped. Actually, blue skies right now. Sun's back here behind me, going to the west, setting, and still hoping the snow has them on their feet. And I get lucky enough to have them come through in this last 1 hour window. I mean, I've already been here 2 hours, so. Hey, that's the thing about hunting. You got to see them where you're at. There might be 15 deer in a different area right now, but right now, this is the spot I chose. Hoping that one jumps up. Alright guys, just checking in again from the old horse barn. 30 minutes left. That's deer 30, as a lot of hunters call it. And it's 4:30, and I've got about a half hour left. Just hoping there's a deer that wants to come eat some groceries. If not, I'm getting hungry. So me and Daisy's gonna go find some groceries. But anyway, stay tuned. Let's see what happens. All right, guys. Whew, it's cold, but we're out here in the stand where I shot my doe. Yesterday morning when I was getting ready to leave Evansville, the big broke-off buck was out here. And it doesn't matter to me that he's broke off. He's still a big old buck, and I'll shoot him if he wants to walk out here again this morning. So I'm not looking to hang anything on a wall. I'm looking to put meat in the freezer. So anyway, yeah. It's a frigid, cold, and did I mention cold morning? And we're going to see if we can shoot a deer. Y'all stay tuned. camera on the wrong side. Back on it. He was a decent buck. He never got in bow range. He kept looking up here. And he'd come this way and then he'd walk away. And then I'd grunt, he'd come this way and walk away. So he never got closer than like 60 yards, and he was walking right at me at 60 yards. I wasn't going to be able to make that shot. But anyway, we're not very far into this hunt. I doubt I got any footage of that. I'm positive I didn't. I may change my camera location here so that I can maybe film out both directions. I don't know how to do that. I forgot my big tripod. So anyway, we've seen one decent buck. I'm not looking for a wall hanger, so I would have shot him had he got here, but he didn't want to get here. So we'll just keep looking. Alright guys, that buck was in the tall grass down there beyond that path, and he walked to that path, but then he walked straight away from me on it. I couldn't get the camera on him because my camera was on this other side. So now hopefully if a deer comes from that way, I got the camera there, and if a deer comes this way, maybe I can spin it around and get it out this way. I mean guys, we were only 20 minutes into shooting light when that deer came through. So hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully there's more to come. Part of filming your hunts, not always being ready. So hopefully now I'm well prepared. At least if I'm not going to shoot something, I can video it for you. But anyway, if I remember to look for it, I'll post a couple pictures of him. I've seen him before. He's a nice deer. But maybe he'll come out again, who knows. Okay guys, it's the afternoon hunt. I came back out here where I was since I actually saw a deer this morning. I said, oh, I'm going to go back. Maybe they're all crossing there. Maybe they'll cross this afternoon. Maybe he'll come back in a different spot. But anyway, this is where I am. And we'll see what I see. And I remember my tripod, so we might actually be able to get him on video. There's my crossbow and bolt, and we're ready to go for the next couple hours, 2.5 hours. Oh, well guys, it's deer 30. We got about a half hour left to hunt. Sitting here in the platform where I saw the buck this morning. Was hoping to maybe see him or his dad again. Still got 30 minutes to go, but damn. I was hoping to have a little more activity this afternoon. Not that it kind of shifted the weather a little bit. It's not so cold and windy, but anyway, we'll see. We got 30 minutes left. You never know. Well guys, there you have it. The sun's setting on another hunting video. Had so much hope for this tonight. All day today, this morning and at night. But anyway, God bless y'all. Enjoy God's beautiful creation. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.